Hey house guests, it's your girl Rack Famous Star. I am here to recap and vlog Big Brother season 24 episode 1. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been counting down the past couple of weeks, like we all have been, and I know a few of you have been watching my channel. I used to recap and vlog Big Brother, but life just got in the way, and here I am, and I'm back, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this season. It'll give me a little personal project to do. So yeah, I'm here, and hopefully we can grow together. I don't know. I was hoping to have a co-host, but it just didn't really work out. So here I am. So I just want to start off with, I did not do a house guest roll call. I've done one in the past, but I don't know. I just, yesterday, I was like, there's so many other people doing it. I never even know what to say because you only have their bios, you have short little clips of them, and I feel like you get so much more off of watching the show. Now, I will be watching the live feeds from time to time. I'll be watching the updates from Rob Has a Podcast, but I will not be updating you on the updates. That just is not really me, but I can point you to where to watch them. I will just be recapping and vlogging the episodes. So, and if I hear something major, then yeah, but I'm the type of person half the time where I'm checking Wikipedia, I'm checking the updates and the vlogs that I watch, or podcasts I listen to. So yeah, but I just like doing this, so here I am. All right, let me get started because I know when people talk a lot, people are like, blah, get to the point. So I just want to start off with Julie. I thought she looked super cute in her little purple dress. I know it's why are we commenting on what she's wearing? But she looked cute. She looked cute, and she had some nude Dolce & Gabbana heels. I didn't know they were Dolce & Gabbana until I was scrolling on Instagram. And her hair was all to the side or whatever, but good choice. I mean, I know it wasn't her choice, but yeah. So still 16 house guests, all newbies, $750,000. I was a little confused on the BB Motel and the festival themed summer. Are the festival goers staying at the motel? Is that how the motel all coincides? I don't know. But it looked cool. The house looks cool. I want to I'll watch more, of course, and get to know the house, but it looks interesting. I do like that second layer in the backyard. Yeah. So the first 4 house guests go in, Jasmine, Kyle, Paloma, and Monty. I did note that the people that got little, what's it called? Little screen time, I guess. It was Jasmine and Kyle. I feel like they did that for a reason, right? The people maybe not. Maybe they just said something creative. But out of these 4, I really like Jasmine, even though I don't think she's going to do that great. I think Kyle and Monty will do pretty good. Monty, I didn't know. He said he was half Puerto Rican. I'm sure that's something I could have read about, but that was pretty good. And Paloma, she just seems so tiny and small and sweet, but I don't know if she knows about the game. But anyways, enough of that. So Julie said that they have to go into the house and they have to find some tickets, and they look around, and there were tickets. There was sets of 4 tickets in different rooms, and they all had some sort of scanny thing on there. And then they go into the backyard, and then Julie was like, all right, y'all get in the backyard. And so they go in the backyard and they scan theirs, and they got them from 2 different places. I don't remember who it was, but some people got it from the kitchen, some people got it from the bedroom. And I don't really know where the other tickets were, but I just know that they got them all from different places. But when they scanned them, it was under a little scanner thing. All 4 of them, Paloma, Jasmine, Monty, and Kyle, there were 3 stations. There were porta potties, piercing tent, and merch stand. All 4 of the first 4 house guests were to porta potties, and they were like, so funny. And so then, what is it? Oh, next we have Alyssa, Daniel, Taylor, and Michael. I like this bunch. I like this bunch out of the other bunches, maybe because I like 2 out of the 4. I like Taylor. I hope that she will be smart, but I like Michael too. I think he'll be smart as well. Daniel seems fun. I don't know, but also he's 35, so I feel like that comes with like wisdom of not just being a sheep. Poor little Alyssa. I don't know. And I don't know, you guys probably know this, but when I was watching like my podcast and stuff, like I was like, Alyssa from Sarasota. I was like, that's funny. There was an Alyssa from Sarasota last time. Now I'm sure Sarasota is a big city. I mean, not a big city, but like, come on. I don't know. And they're around the same age. Who knows? Apparently they know each other, but maybe it's not true. I don't know. Then there was, I thought it was funny that Michael, because you never know if you're like the first group to go in or not. I could tell he was a fan or he's just a nice person. He opened the door and let the other house guests go before him because of that like BB curse of like the first person that walks in never wins or something like that. Now I did not see. I need to go back and watch and see which of the 4 were first to go in the first group. So if you know, you can mention it in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll help my little channel grow. Okay, let me keep going. Oh, and he did like some little funny like some, I don't know, something like that. And then so they went to, I can just let you guys know at the end. They scanned theirs and went to different areas. Taylor went to Piercing Tent. Michael and Alyssa went to merch stand. And who's the other one? Daniel. Daniel went to merch stand as well. Then the third group was Nicole, Turner, Joseph, and Brittany. I don't know. Okay, so I like Nicole. I think she's like a strong woman, you know, like she seems smart too. She hopefully doesn't get like she's 41. I think it was something like that. And I hope she doesn't get like excluded because she's an older house guest, but she also gives me like young vibes. So I'm hoping that she does really well. She seems tough and smart. Turner seems a little bit annoying, but I don't know. He might surprise us. Joseph was a last minute replacement. He took Marvin's spot, I think that was his name. So Joseph is Middle Eastern, and I'm excited to have another Middle Eastern on the show. I think, or at least one. I'm not Middle Eastern, but I know that the first time that they ever had Middle Eastern was, of course, Kaysar. And I am like a huge diehard fan of Kaysar. So I don't know. I think it's a good representation of having like multiple people across cultures. And I was glad that when Marvin was out, that they put another POC in. And don't come for me and being like, it's all about, like, it's nice to see, like, if you are, what is it? What did he say he was? Middle Eastern? Sorry. If you're Middle Eastern and you're a fan of the show, it's nice to see somebody that looks like you, or, you know, like just vying for the show that you love. So anyways, now with all that being said, he seems like he'll be able to win competitions, but he doesn't seem like he'll have great strategy, because I think he said that he was there, he'll flirt. And I think there's a bunch of girls in the house that will also flirt. And that's where you make dumb decisions as a person who makes quite a few dumb decisions. Yeah, I don't think it's smart. But anyways, Brittany, I think is interesting, but I also feel like a personality like hers, she's either going to get far or she's going to go like week 2 or 3. Possibly week 1. She's gonna lie about her career because she's a clinical hypnotist. I don't know how to say it. Clinical hypnotherapist. I'm going to go with that. Hypnotist. That's it. Okay. I was like, hypnotist is not it. Okay. And then where did they go? So Nicole went to, I'm sorry I keep looking down. I need to have like a better system. It'll be better next time. So Nicole went to porta potties. Who were the other three? Turner went to piercing. Joseph went to piercing tent. And Brittany also went to piercing tent. So then the last group, I thought the last group was cool. Had Terrence. He was a bus driver from Chicago. He's the oldest house guest at a ripe 47. But he seems like he's like, you know, like down for it. Let's see. He's married. I think he's probably one of the few house guests with kids in the house. Indy is from Brazil. She moved here at 22, and I think she said she was 31. She's a fan of BB Brazil. Now, I don't know how similar BB Brazil is compared to, like, BB US. I'm sure, like, the plot is similar, but BB US and BB Can are very different. Like, the ultimate goal is the same, but I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up tonight. Let's see. She's a flight attendant. Then there was Pooch. I don't know. There was something about him that I kind of found a little annoying. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, was it like that for y'all? I'm hoping that he's a better person, but he was just giving me like, I liked Brent though, but he was giving me like Brent, Enzo, who was that guy last season? Brett. I don't know. He's just giving me like, I don't know. I hope that he changes my mind about him. Not that he has to, but I don't know. And then the last one in that group was Amira, and she seems really smart. She seems like my type of person. She works for Google. I do not work for Google, but she's a traveler. That's where I like connected with her. She seems adaptable. Or she is adaptable. She said she's open to a showmance, which I was like, okay, girl, do you? But I don't know. She wants to be off the radar for as long as possible, and kick it into high gear when it's time. Let's see. Okay, so these 3 competitions, there was porta potties. Oh, sorry, let me go back. Pooch, it was funny because he was in the last group. I was like, maybe they wanted just somebody in the last group to be the boss man, backstage boss, that's what it is. And Pooch ended up getting it, and they were like, okay, Pooch, go upstairs to that golden chair. He walked right past it, and he was like, what's going on? Everyone's like, go back. And Julie was like, you walked past that big gold chair. And so I was like, okay, maybe, like, I was like, he's probably safe. Like, he has no chance to compete. He's probably safe. I thought that was the end, or I thought maybe he was starting, like, a safety chain, something like that. So now let me talk about the 3. There was the 3 competitions: porta potties, piercing tent, and merch stand. I thought one of these competitions was way harder than the other 3. Like, did you guys get that? Like, the porta potties was way harder. You had to like think, and there were several rounds. That one definitely took the longest, and it was knocked out one by one. The people were like soaked in this blue, you know, that blue gross liquid. I feel like it's like on like airplanes, but maybe it's on porta potties too. I don't know. I haven't been to porta potty in years, but it was gross. When they got out, it like splurted this blue liquid, and it was thick, and it was a lot. But so they had to listen for like the numbers 1, 2, and 3. And whichever one they heard the most, they had these buttons in front of them, and they can lock in at any time. And the first person who answers either incorrectly was eliminated. Or if they all answered correctly, the last person to answer correctly was eliminated. So, where was my order? Paloma was out first. then Jasmine, then Nicole, and then Kyle. So that left Monty as the winner, and he went to the main stage. So the main stage was then the 3 people that won each of the competitions. The main stage was going for the first HOH. I don't really like how they do that. I get that, like, they can't exactly have a competition on the first night for 15 or 16 people, which they maybe could, but I also don't necessarily think I need a competition on the first night. You know, I would much rather have them move in, talk to each other, maybe start the first HOH. I don't know. I'm not sold on it because I just feel like they are just like competition, and you're just like, you know? So anyways, Monty won the first one, which in my opinion was the hardest. Then it was piercing tent, and that was Taylor, Brittany, Turner, Joseph, and Terrence. Now this one I thought was very easy. There were like 10 or something, like little earrings, not little, big. And then there was like an example of where earrings needed to go, but you could put them anywhere. And so there were like 2 on your eyebrows, 2 on your ears, 2 on your nose, and I think like 2 on your lips, and maybe like bottom down here or something like that. Which I was like, okay, like what's the challenge? And it was literally the first person who was done moved on. And I was like, what? That other group just had to answer a whole bunch of questions and got blue liquid on them. You're telling me this group? Like, I was like, that doesn't seem fair. But like, I get it. I'm not saying everything needs to be fair, but I don't know. So Turner won. It just seemed very like lackluster, or like, you know, like, okay, here's the competition. Okay, put these earrings on your face, and the first one's done. I think he pressed a button. I'm not even sure about that. But that was it. And then merch tent, which I thought it still wasn't, this one was harder than the piercing one, but I feel like, well, duh, the women are going to fall off first. I would have fell off in 10 seconds. I have no grip in my hands. That's not happening. But merchant, they had to hold on to, like, it was like a bar and a t-shirt, which I thought was cool. I think would have been cool for the first HOH period. It would have been a man, but they could have made 16 of those. I don't know. And so the merch tent was Amira, Indy, Daniel, Alyssa. There was somebody else. Amira, Indy, Daniel, Alyssa. I don't know. Oh, and Michael. Okay. So Alyssa went down first, then it was Amira, then Indy, so the 3 women in that, boom, boom, boom. Then Michael and Daniel looked like he was just big chilling. Daniel won. He had his legs crossed. I think they were tucked up. Whatever. So the 3 people that were moving on to the main stage, we have Monty, Turner, and Daniel. And I'm like, please God, don't let Turner win this. I just don't think he would make good decisions. I think he would be power hungry. I don't know. That's the vibe I got. And so it was called Drumming for Power, and they had to unpack a road case and assemble the drum set, then hit the button. And the big winner ended up being Daniel. I know you guys watched this, but I don't know, maybe if you didn't, I'm trying to catch you up. So then we move on to Pooch, and he had the backstage boss pass. So what that means is all week long, he was safe. He is not he can't be nominated, he can't be evicted, but he cannot vote at the first eviction. He will be eligible to play in next week's HOH, which I'm like, okay, that all makes sense. That all makes sense. That in my mind, it should have stopped there. Then Julie was like, now you have to pick 3 people. If I was him, I would have been like, Julie, I don't even know. Am I just going like him, her, him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand, like, one, how is he supposed to know their names, but maybe, like, how he did it, just pointing to people. But two, you have nothing to base it on. So, I don't know. I mean, unless you had the strategy of, like, I'm eliminating all the men. I don't know. So, they had a little video to that, like, it went over, like, you know, the house guests all said, like, 2 sentences. And I don't know. I felt like that was even not enough. I felt like he did not base his people, his passes, off of like what was in the videos, which fine, but there was no other strategy. He ended up choosing Paloma because she was the first out on the porta potties. Then he picked Alyssa because she dropped first, and then he for the earring one, there was no last. Like, there was just like Turner got first. So he was like, someone that was in the piercing tent. And everyone's like, fuck, I'm sorry. They were like, I'm not stepping forward. Like, I would have done the same thing. And then he was like, you belly dancer, sorry, there's nothing I can, like, I get it. Like, there was not much he could go off of. But so that was pretty much the first episode. I guess what they're saying is you can go to cbs.com/bbvote to vote for one of the first 3. I'm going to have to look. I'll put the information in my description about when the voting closes. I'm guessing it's by Sunday, but don't hold me to that. To save one of the 3, either Paloma, Alyssa, or Brittany. And then, but like, what does that mean then? Does the HOH get to nominate? Like, maybe the HOH's nominations and the 2 people who are not safe from the backstage pass, but what's the point of the backstage pass? I just don't get it. I need more information, because it's like, what's the point of the backstage pass? Just to highlight 3 people? Because those 3 people are not safe. They have no vote, but they can be nominated. Oh, wait. They cannot be nominated. I don't know. See, like, I guess I'm confused. I'm going to have to watch my other vlogs so I can get more information. But I always like to do mine first, so I'm not just, like, mooching off of somebody and, like, copying what they said. Anyways. So I'm guessing that the weekly episodes will go like this. I am not a fan of this schedule. I've always been a fan of the Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday schedule. But we're going to get, on Sunday, we'll get Daniel's noms. Wednesday, we'll get POV. And Thursday, we'll get live eviction. But they didn't really say much else about the backstage pass. Like, when will we find out what's the deal with that? I don't know. The live feeds are on Paramount Plus, and those actually already started. It started at 9:30, so like 2 hours ago. Might catch that out as I'm getting, check that out as I'm getting ready for bed. But that's really it. I took a lot of notes. It's so hard to, I might rewatch it just for pleasure tomorrow, but I thought it was a good episode. I just am not a fan of the 3 mini competitions that were completely different in each way. It's not like it was the same competition. It's not like every competition was on the same level of rigor. I'm not a fan of that. But I thought it was a good episode. I think I'm more excited for the days to come. I'm excited to watch like some live feed updates and things like that. But I am excited for this season. I did not try out this season because I have vacations planned, and yeah, and I don't think I'll try out next season, but we'll see. I don't know. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good night or good morning or whenever you're watching this. I hope good things happen to you. Unless you want bad things to happen to you. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. 3, 2, bye.